Today we are cleaning filthy, all right? This is so much different than a standard kind of daily driver that you clean every couple weeks. But today we're gonna be washing something that is an off-road vehicle that the pride that David gets is making it dirty like this. But more of our wash today is more functional than it is cosmetic. So we wanna get this off so it doesn't ruin his suspension, his wheels, his paint, things like that. If you want more content like this of cleaning filthy cars or just DIY detailing at your home, subscribe to our channel, okay? We have a whole library of videos that you can see everything from polishing to graphene ceramic coating. So make sure you subscribe. So with this car, I don't want to start washing this in my wash bay or my driveway because I don't want to make a muddy mess on the ground. I don't want all this excess dirt to go onto the ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this to the Pay and Spray because they have systems that can better deal with that excess amount of dirt. So cue the bad music and cue the driving shots. All right, so here at the Pay and Spray, Glacier Dog and Car Wash. Been here before, we love this place, but what I'm gonna do is blast this off with the high pressure rinse. Again, we're just trying to get the excess dirt and grime off. But he has a lot of vinyl graphics on here. If I take the pressure washer and get super, super close at an angle, it will start peeling those off. So making sure I stay a decent length away from these graphics is gonna help preserve those. Now, I don't want to forget the engine because of course the engine is going to get just as dirty as the outside. Using a pressure washer to blast off the engine is actually better because you're using less water. It's actually more safe for the engine. Now, before I leave, I made sure to use the pressure washer to kind of clean up my area. All right, so back at Adams Polish's headquarters. Now, as you can tell, we got the excess of dirt and grime off, and that was the whole point of going to the Pay and Spray. Now, his car is still pretty dirty. So what I need to do is neutralize the water that's sitting on here because there's hard water on this right now. So quick rinse and then we'll foam. You can see how flat, his paint is because it's not protected from anything. So what I need to do is make sure that I protect it with something great so the next time I go to clean it, the stuff's not gonna stick to it like it did during this process. Now what I'm doing is I'm foaming the car so I neutralize the water to eliminate water spotting. So I'm not overly concerned about hitting the wheels and tires because I'm about to clean them. Just more the paint. I'm trying to stop the chance for water spots. All right, we're all foamed down. I'm actually gonna set this aside because I'm gonna use that foam again, but what I wanna do first is clean the wheels and tires. All right, so we just finished up cleaning all 4 wheels and tires, cleaned our wheel cleaning tools, and now it's time to wash the car. But what I wanna do again is foam it again because I want the lubricity while I'm washing. I use graphene shampoo in my soap bucket, okay? The reason why I'm using this product is because it has a little bit of extra cleaning power. So a couple extra surfactants, a little bit of degreaser in it, and what that's gonna do is help deep clean this car, but I still have mega foam in my foam cannon. So I want the maximum amount of foam, so when I wash, it's the safest process possible. And we're taking 1 wash pad and we're washing. David has a lot of Colorado pinstripes on this thing. Probably in the off-road community everywhere, it's just called pinstripes, which is pretty much brush and trees running along the side of your car causing scratches, but sort of like a badge of honor with the off-road guys. Still good to perform safe washing techniques while you do this process. Shout out to our friends at Baja Designs. Let's go to the next wash pad. Continue washing. I'm hitting the more bottom sections now. When I was talking to David, he was saying one of the main things you got to focus on cleaning is your winch. So what I like to do when I clean the winch is I like to get the remote out, plug it in, let the winch out. As it comes back in, hit it with the wash pad, hit it with the pressure washer, and then once it goes all the way back in, we're good to go. All right, winch is clean, car has been washed. Now all we need to do is rinse the car off, dry it, and then put our protection agent on. Now, one recommendation is if you are gonna put the graphene ceramic spray coating on, check your finish first, feel it. And if it feels bumpy or almost like a sandpaper on your car, it probably needs to be clayed. So if that's the case, re-foam the car after you've rinsed it, take Adams Polish's clay mitt and go over the surface. Use the soap as the lubricant, right? Go over the surface, clay all the glass, clay all the paint, and then you can just rinse that foam off. And then once it's rinsed off, then you're back to this step where we are now, which is now drying the car. All right, Ultra Plush detail spray. This is how we dry, okay? Mist the area in this sun first. This is if you're drying outside. Then you'll use the Ultra Plush towel to dry the car. The detail spray acts as a drying aid. So it helps, slow the process of water spots from happening. I always recommend drying your glass off first, because listen, glass is the thing that streaks the easiest, right? A lot of people want to take this towel and open it up, do this kind of vibe. That's great, but the problem is, if there's dirt and grime on this thing, what do you do when you want to flip the towel, right? So I always fold it onto itself on the pile side like this. So I have kind of this finishing side on the other side, and I fold it a bunch of times. Now, like I was saying, I got a bunch of dirt and grime on this side, so I'm gonna flip it over so I have a fresh side of the towel now, and I can continue to dry. And what I do is, as I continue to dry, I check my towel every once in a while, right? So I dry this little panel here, and then I check it. If there's not any excessive dirt or grime on it, I will keep going. Now, if I end up getting excessive dirt and grime, I'll just flip it over. Now, once you're done drying the vehicle, pull it inside. So pull it inside, whether it's a shop or it's your garage, get it inside into the shade, and then we're gonna move on to protecting the paint and the glass and a lot of the body armor as well. Now, the product best use for that is gonna be the Adams Polish's Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating, and I have the advanced version here. We have another version that's just a standard, but this one has a little bit more of the raw chemical in it, or the raw ceramic. David doesn't care about this being showroom perfect, so I don't need to go through and polish this. What I am gonna do though is protect it, so the next time we go to clean this and get all the mud off of it, it's much, much easier. So spray the Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating Advanced into the applicator, and then you apply it to the paint. It's kind of similar to waxing a car, I would say. But the cool thing about this product is it can go on every exterior surface. So I'll put it onto this rubber trim here, and I'll even go through and put it onto the glass as well, okay? What this is gonna do, again, is create a hydrophobic surface, and it's gonna be much, much easier to clean the next time I or David goes out four-wheeling. Now, what you're gonna see as you apply this is a film sort of going on. It's like a thick, clear film of ceramic that goes onto the surface. On a dark color vehicle, in a certain setting, you can actually see like an oil slick. It looks like there's an oil slick on the surface, like a rainbow is what we like to call it. When the rainbow color dissipates, meaning goes away completely, then that's a great indicator of when you can wipe the car off, okay? The rainbow color is essentially the solvent flashing away off of the surface, leaving the ceramic coating behind. Now, once you start to see the sweating as well, that is ideal time to wipe it off. On the charcoal, it's pretty difficult to see. So what I'm gonna do is monitor this, wait until I see the sweating happening, then I know I'm ready to wipe off the oils from the solvent that's flashing away on the surface. Now, David has a bunch of stickers and graphics on his car. The ceramic goes right over that. okay? It's gonna make them look great, but it's also gonna help protect them and make cleaning it really easy. One big thing in the off-roading community is armor, truck armor, right? You have the side rails here, you have the bumper, okay? The spray coating is also a really great protection tool to make cleaning this stuff much easier. In some of these nooks and crannies, it's sort of hard to reach with just the applicator. So what I like to do is actually take the spray coating and I'll just give it quick mist, quick spray, even on the underside, this. And then the applicator I was using will just even this all out. Okay, so it makes it look nice and uniform. And then when we get ready to wipe it off the paint, we'll just wipe it off of this as well. So I can take this and mist it back here, and it's gonna make it, first off, look awesome. Okay, but the other thing it's gonna do is make cleaning it much easier after he goes wheeling again. And after you even it out, you don't really need to wipe it off. Like, you don't need to take the towel and wipe it off again. Now make sure while you're doing the graphene ceramic coating on the vehicle and you're done with that, make sure you dress the tires. For me, it's kind of the last step that finalizes everything. All right, so we're done with David's truck and it looks awesome. Now, remember when we got this thing from him, it was, I didn't even know what color it was. It was so dirty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. You'll stay up to date with the videos we post, but also gives you a reminder when we go live and post new videos. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.